New videos every day.
Life, wisdom.
Have you ever gone on a diet? If so, how many diets have you tried? Do you know people who always seem to be on a different diet? Have you ever wondered about the Atkins, paleo, or gluten-free diet? If you're feeling overwhelmed by all of the different diets and different nutritional claims out there, then you're not alone. Today I'm counting down the top 6 dieting myths to help you make sense of all that conflicting diet information and to reveal the real secrets of weight loss. The first myth is that there's any one diet that is perfect for anyone and everyone. So it's important to realize that we all have different bodies, we live in different environments, we use different amount of energies, and that's all going to affect what particular nutritional demands each person's body has. And beyond just having different bodies, we also have different conditions at different times in our life, which further influence which nutritional demands our body's going to have. So this myth that we could all eat the same thing and lose weight, or that any one single diet is going to work for everybody, is a myth because every single person is going to have a different optimal diet, and different conditions are going to require different remedies. So number 1 didn't tell us very much, but it's a great place to start because we can outline the difference between different diets. So the first type of diet is the weight loss diet, right? The typical diet that we think of. The weight loss diet is a diet that we go on and off of. And typically being on a diet is a time of deprivation, really astounding self-control, and near starvation. And being off the diet means that we pretty much gain all of that weight back. The statistic is something like 99% of dieters gain the weight back after they go off the diet. So this second myth is that you can go on a diet, lose weight, and keep the weight off even after you go off the diet, considering that you're going to go back to eating the same foods that you ate before. So, if there isn't any one diet that works for everybody, and we can't ever go off our diet because 99% of us will gain the weight back, then the situation is looking pretty grim. But hey, I'm sure the $60 billion weight loss industry will be thrilled to hear that you are now looking for yet another diet. And now that you mention it, the weight loss industry really relies on people gaining the weight back so that they will be rebound customers. So myth number 3 is that the weight loss industry, or any of the major companies within it, like Weight Watchers and Jenny Craig, actually want you to lose weight at all. Well, maybe it's okay if you lose some weight while you're on the diet, but they're really depending on you gaining the weight back as soon as you go off. I want to quickly go back to discussing the different types of diet, because this next myth is that weight loss is the only reason that anybody would ever go on a diet or change their diet. So I've had some people write to me and ask about the gluten-free diet. And somebody asked, is the gluten-free diet just another fad diet? So it's important to recognize that some people have food allergies or food sensitivities and they can't eat certain foods. So we think of somebody who's lactose intolerant or somebody who's allergic to peanuts, for instance. Somebody who is sensitive or allergic to gluten goes on a gluten-free diet. Really, this is a change that's probably going to be for the rest of their life, right? This isn't a diet that they go on and then go off of. Because as long as there are people with a sensitivity to gluten or to milk or to peanuts or whatever, then the diet that excludes that food will always exist. So the gluten-free diet is not a fad diet, and it's not even a diet whose primary intention is weight loss. Of course, some people might lose weight on a gluten-free diet, but it's not the intended purpose the way that a Weight Watchers diet is intended purpose is weight loss. It's also worth noting that diets can have a more therapeutic purpose. So somebody actually changes their diet or goes on a specific diet in order to improve their health or minimize some illness or symptom that they have. For example, the anti-inflammatory diet developed by Dr. Barry Spears, also known as the Zone Diet, has been very helpful in helping people to improve their health. It's also worth noting that there are studies which have shown that a raw food diet can actually reverse cardiovascular disease. The next diet myth is that you need some kind of a fancy, exotic, likely expensive miracle product in order to lose weight. And whether it is weight loss pills or drugs from the $500 million pharmaceutical weight loss industry, or whether it's from a celebrity who receives several $1 million for their endorsement, just don't fall for it. In the small print of any weight loss product ad, you will see the words, "Results not typical, sensible diet and exercise required." But if the sensible diet and exercise were so easy to maintain in the first place, then we probably wouldn't even need the weight loss pill. And chances are it's not the crazy miracle product that was responsible for their weight loss, it's the sensible diet and exercise. So let's take a closer look at that key secret to losing weight. The last myth is that any food labeled diet can help you lose weight. There are a lot of different foods out there which proudly proclaim on their label diet, fat-free, sugar-free, healthy choice, etc. But you need to recognize that these food manufacturing companies have one primary goal, and that is to sell you their products. Their goal is not to help you improve your health, not to help you trim your waistline. All they want is for you to eat. And they actually make a profit the more we overeat. And they use everything from addictive food chemicals like MSG to deceptive food labeling to keep us overeating. So you're smarter than that. You're smarter than their marketing ploy. And if you can start to recognize these processed foods, despite what they may claim, it's really going to help you take control of your weight and your health. So it's not so important what the food says on the front of the label, the nutritional claims that it makes. What's important is what's on the back of the label. And so when you actually turn over the label of that food and you see a really long ingredient list, or you see something like monosodium glutamate or high fructose corn syrup, these chemicals, these long chemical names are what tell you, hey, you know what? This is a processed food. This is a refined food. This is empty calories, and it's not going to help me lose weight, even if the front of the box says diet on it. This is where I'm going to ask you to do something pretty ballsy. I want you to go out on a limb and leave behind once and for all the idea of going on and off a diet. Just release yourself from the tumultuous grip of yo-yo dieting and that anticipation that one day your diet's going to be over and then you're going to really let loose. The solution that I propose is this: a new definition of the word diet. So instead of the diet being something you go on and then you go off of, this new definition of diet is just what you eat. Not for any period of time, not for any set length of time. There's no going on it, there's no going off of it. This is just your diet, and it's what you eat, and it's what you're going to be eating for the rest of your life, right? And to this lifetime diet, we're going to make small, simple modifications. And it's okay to just move slowly and make small improvements to our diet, because the more extreme of a change that we make in our diet, the more we're going to have that anticipation of going off the diet and getting to go back to eating what we were eating before. So We're going to make small, simple little changes to improve our diet, because these are changes for the long haul. These aren't changes that one day we're going to stop them. These are changes that we're going to make to modify our health and improve our diet so that we never have to go on or off a diet again. So in a future video, I'm going to count down my top 10 small, simple changes to improve your diet. I'm going to go ahead and give you a little sneak peek here. Probably the most important change that you can make to improve your diet is to replace the processed foods with natural, minimally processed foods. And we have several videos that explain why this is so important. But basically, when we're eating these processed foods, these are empty calories that don't give us any nutrients or any nutrition that we need. They're going to leave us feeling hungry, they're going to leave us feeling unsatisfied, and they're going to contribute to weight gain. But if we can replace those processed foods with whole, natural, minimally processed foods, then it's going to have the opposite effect. So we actually get tons of nutrients, tons of vitamins, enzymes, fiber, all of these different nutrients that our body needs and that are the reason we feel hungry. And they're also going to, by satisfying our hunger, prevent us from overeating and help us to control our weight more naturally. So in a future video, I'm going to count down the rest of my 10 simple, small changes to improve your diet. And in another video, I'm going to help you figure out what to look for on the back of a nutrition label so that you can identify quickly and easily which foods are good, which foods are bad. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and share this video with your friends, especially your friends who are addicted to dieting. If you want to learn more about me and my health coaching practice, you can visit KarinaRachel.com. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you so much for watching. If you are wondering what the heck you can eat, check out my video, Basic Nutrition, What to Eat. For simple guidelines on which foods you want to avoid and healthy alternatives for them, check out my video, What Not to Eat. To see my interview with clinical nutritionist Dr. Vince Belanzi explaining how to identify fake foods, check out the video, Real versus Fake Foods. To see my interview with clinical nutritionist Dr. Belanzi, check out the video, Weight Loss Industry Lies.